lesson 2. Previous lesson, what we learned? We have learned digestive system. So digestive system is also known as the alimentary canal. So it starts from mouth and ends with the anus. So mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. So in previous part we learned mouth, esophagus. Now we are going to revise quickly, that is esophagus. It is also known as a food pipe. Students, you can see in 2.6 that is a tongue. So tongue also having separate compartment of taste. Suppose we are eating sour, sweet, bitter. So in stomach also having separate compartments, they play their roles. So this is food pipe. Food pipe is also known as a esophagus. It helps to passes the food from mouth to stomach. So the solid food passes into the food pipe or esophagus. Look at figure 2.2. So this is a figure of esophagus. The food pipe runs along the neck. So this is esophagus. Esophagus, this is the food. This is esophagus and this is the stomach. So esophagus play a main role that it passes food from mouth to stomach. So only this is a pipe. It helps to pass the food. Suppose whenever we are eating a food, it's so long, so it get moved towards the stomach. So food, esophagus and stomach. So next is, so we are moving to the next, that is food is push down movement of the wall and food pipe. So food pipe help us to push the food downward direction. Actually, this movement takes in the throughout the alimentary canal and pushes the food downward. It pushes the food in downward direction towards the stomach. At this time, food is accepted by our stomach and vomited out. Recall the instinct when you vomited after eating and think the reason for it. Discuss with your parents or teachers. Whenever you are eating the food, it goes to the downward direction towards the stomach. So alimentary canal helps to the passes the food mouth towards the stomach. It is a main bridge in mouth or stomach. So next part is stomach. The stomach is a thick wall bag. Stomach is a thick wall bag. Its shape is like flattened J. It is the widest part of alimentary canal. Stomach is of J shape. Whenever we are writing in English J, it is a J for jug. So stomach, it is a J in shape. So it is the widest part. सबसे बड़ा part जो है alimentary canal का और digestive system का, it is a stomach. So it receives the food from the stomach. Food pipe at once and opens into the bile juice. It helps to the digest the food. So small intestine having some juices into the body. So the liver is a reddish brown gland situated into the upper side of the abdomen on the right side. So what is mean by liver? Liver is a one type of gland. So it's present in the upper side of the abdomen. अपना जो abdomen होता है, abdomen के ऊपर साइड में क्या present होता है? Liver. So liver is a reddish brown in color. It is the largest gland in the body. Body में सबसे बड़ी gland जो है वो है liver. So it is secreted bile juice. Liver helps to secrete the bile juice. Gland located below the stomach. Sorry, the role digestive into the fats. So its main role is to convert the food into the fat. The pancreas is a large cream color gland located just below the stomach. Liver is reddish brown in color and pancreas is large cream color gland. So it is the largest gland into the body, liver and pancreas. Pancreas is also located into the below the stomach. Stomach के नीचे pancreas होता है. Then the pancreas juice adds the carbohydrates, fats, proteins and change them into the simpler form. So carbohydrate pancreas का main role कहाँ होता है? When the food having carbohydrates, fats and protein. Now here some case study is there how the food is works. The working of the stomach was discovered by strange accident in 1822. A man known as Alexander Martin was badly hit a shotgun. The bullet had seriously damaged his chest wall and made a hole into the stomach. So this is a study, work study. The study how they are when in 1822 the man is Alexander Martin get what? It's hurt from the shotgun. उसको गोली लगी थी. Then it damaged to the his stomach. उसके stomach में damage हुआ था. He was brought to American Army Doctor William Burton. फिर वो उसके बाद कहा जाता है अमेरिकन जो डॉक्टर है विलियम उसके पास जाता है. Then the doctor saved the patient but couldn't not close the hole properly and left it bandaged. डॉक्टर ने उस पे इलाज करने के बाद फिर भी उसका जो स्टमक में गन शॉर्ट गन से होल हुआ था वो भी प्रॉपरली क्लोज नहीं हुआ था. Beyond look there is the great opportunity to see inside the stomach through the hole. He made some wonderful observation. तो वो उसके पेट के अंदर देख पाता था कि प्रॉपर क्या हो रहा है. So Beaumont found that the stomach was touching food. It is a secreted fluid which couldn't digest the food. He also observed that end of the stomach opens into intestine only after digestion. Food inside the stomach completely. Then he observed that फिर उसके ऑब्जर्वेशन में ऐसा कहा है कि जब तक फूड स्टमक में डाइजेस्ट नहीं होता है तब तक वो स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में नहीं जाता है. Whenever the food get digested into the stomach, it form a similar form. After that, the food passes into the small intestine. Then this is the case study of Holmes, the Alex and Martin. Then the partially digested food not reach the lower part of the small intestine where the intestinal juice complete the digestion of the component of the food. Previously also I told that when the food will digest properly, after that and then only the food enters into the small intestine. The carbohydrates get broken into the simple sugars such as glucose, fats into the fatty acid, glycerol and protein into the amino acid. When what happens then carbohydrate get broken. जो हमने फूड खाया है और फूड में जो कार्बोहाइड्रेट की मात्रा थी उससे क्या हुआ? It get broken and it converted into the glucose, sugar or glucose, and also fats into the fatty acid. फिर जो हम खाते हैं fats like oil, ghee, butter, so that fat is converted into the glycerol and the protein is converted into the amino acid. Then absorption in the small intestine. Now food get digested in the stomach, it entered into the small intestine. But what happens into the small intestine with the food? Now we will see. The digested food can now pass into the blood vessels wall of the intestine. फूड जो होता है वो ब्लड वेसल्स में सब होता है. दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड एज एब्जॉर्प्शन. The middle wall of the small intestine have thousands of finger-like outgrowths. Small intestine में क्या होता है? Millions of thousands क्या होता है? Finger-like projection. अपने finger जैसे projection होते हैं small intestine में. This is called as a villi. उसे विलिया कहा जाता है. Single होता है उसे villus कहा जाता है. Can you guess what is the role of will? It goes into the intestine. क्या आप गेस कर सकते हैं जो विलाय जिसमें प्रेजेंट है उसका मेन रोल क्या है? Then the villi increase the surface after the absorption of the food digest the food. Each villus has a network thin wall, small blood vessels close to its surface. The surface of the villi absorb the digested food material. जो food entered होता है उसमें villas like structure होता है. So that villi is also having small blood vessels and it helps to absorb the food. The absorption systems of the transported the via blood vessels and different organs of the body. They are used to build a complex substance such as the proteins required by the body. This is called as a assimilation. So what happens? Our food get digested. After the food digestion, the food get absorbed into the small intestine with the help of villi. That villi is also having the blood vessels and it absorbs the some amount of food. Then the protein required of the body, this process is called as the assimilation. When the food get absorbed and protein get absorbed in small intestine, then this process is called as the assimilation. In the cell, glucose broken down with the help of oxygen into the carbon dioxide and water, and the energy is released. What happens with the glucose? Then glucose broken down. Glucose is not only it is a sugar. So glucose is broken down into the help of the oxygen. जब शुगर या ग्लूकोज की मात्रा जो होती है जब वो ब्रोकन डाउन होती है with the help of oxygen, then it release the energy. उसके बाद हमको फूड से एनर्जी मिलती है. The food that remains undigested or unabsorbed enters into the large intestine. Then after that food get entered into the large intestine. After the absorption of all proteins, vitamins, carbohydrates, fats, then undigested foods enter into the large intestine. Then large intestine is the wider and shorter than the small intestine. We saw that small intestine is about 7.5 meter in long, but the large intestine is the shorter than the small intestine. Small intestine जो है वो 7.5 मीटर लॉन्ग है. एक्चुअली में जो स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन होती है उसकी लेंथ ज्यादा होती है और जो लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन है उसकी लेंथ कम होती है. Then it function to absorb the water and some salt from the undigested food material. अब क्या होता है स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में वाटर, फैट्स, कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स, प्रोटीन पूरा अब्जॉर्प्शन हो गया है. उसके बाद जो फूड होता है वो लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन में जाता है. जब वो लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन में जाता है तो लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन में से क्या एब्जॉर्ब होता है वाटर, और वाटर में भी अगर कुछ साल्ट एब्जॉर्प्शन बाकी होता है तो इट गेट एब्जॉर्ब इनटू द लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन. द रिमेन वेस्ट पासेस इनटू द रेक्टम एंड रिमेन्स देयर इज द सेमी सॉलिड फेसेस. फिर उसके बाद सब एब्जॉर्प्शन होने के बाद दैट फूड पासेस टू द रेक्टम. देन food passes to the rectum with the semi-solid feces. The facial matter is removed through the anus and from time to time. Then undigested food we are throw out from our body with the help of anus. This process is called as a digestion. Now this is the last part of our digestive system. Our digestive system is start from the mouth, esophagus, stomach, large intestine, small intestine, rectum and anus. So here we completed our alimentary canal or digestive system. If you have any queries, then you can ask on my WhatsApp number. Thank you.
Digestion in human beings. Human beings take food through mouth and digest it in specific organs for digestion. The undigested food is defecated. The food we take passes through a specific canal which begins with buccal cavity and ends at the anus. This canal is called alimentary canal or the digestive tract. The parts of the alimentary canal are buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, large intestine, small intestine, rectum, and anus. The food gets digested gradually as it passes through the various parts of the tract. Digestive juices secreted by the salivary glands, liver, and pancreas also aid digestion. Mouth and the buccal cavity. Food intake in human beings is through mouth. This process of taking food is called ingestion. Chewing food is very necessary for proper digestion as digestion process starts in the mouth itself. What happens during chewing? The large pieces of food we eat are mechanically broken down into small pieces. Teeth helps us in doing so. Action of saliva on food. During chewing, food mixes with saliva. Saliva is secreted from salivary glands located on the lower jaw between the tongue and teeth. Saliva converts starch in the food into sugars and also softens the food. Tongue. Taste of food can be detected by the taste buds present on the tongue. Tongue is a fleshy muscular organ attached to the floor of the buccal cavity. It is free at the front and moves in all directions. Taste buds appear as small bumps on the tongue and have different regions which help us enjoy different tastes. Esophagus or food pipe. The swallowed food from the mouth passes onto the esophagus. The epiglottis, which is a flap-like structure behind the tongue, directs the food into the esophagus and prevents entry into the larynx. The peristaltic movements of the esophagus helps the food to move down the tract till it reaches the stomach. Stomach. Stomach is a bag-like structure with thick wall. It is in the shape of a flattened U and is the widest part in the alimentary canal. The food that enters the stomach is churned and mixes with the mucus, hydrochloric acid and digestive juices secreted by the inner lining of the stomach. The acid helps to kill the bacteria present in the food. It also makes the medium in the stomach acidic. The digestive juices secreted by the stomach break down proteins into simpler substances. Then the food is emptied into small intestine. Small intestine. Small intestine is a highly coiled structure and is about 7.5 meters long. As soon as the small intestine receives food from the stomach, the digestive juices from liver and pancreas are mixed into it. Liver. Liver is the largest gland in the human body and is situated in the upper side of the abdomen. To the right, it is reddish-brown in color. It secretes bile, which breaks down fats. Bile is stored in gallbladder between meals. Pancreas. Pancreas is a leaf-shaped and cream-colored gland located just below the stomach. It secretes pancreatic juice, which acts and breaks down carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. After this is completed, the partially digested food reaches the lower part of the small intestine, where intestinal juices act upon the food and completes digestion of any remaining components in food. The carbohydrates in the food break down into sugars like glucose, fats into fatty acids, and glycerol and proteins into amino acids. The food consumed is digested and is now ready to be absorbed into the blood. Absorption of food in the small intestine. The inner wall of the small intestine has finger-like projections called villi, which have a network of thin blood vessels close to the surface. The villus increases the surface area of absorption and absorbs the digested food materials. The substances thus absorbed are transported through the bloodstream to different organs in the body and are used to build complex substances like proteins. This process is called assimilation. In the cells, glucose breaks down into carbon dioxide and water with the help of oxygen and releases energy. The undigested and unabsorbed food enters the large intestine. Large intestine. The large intestine is wider than small intestine and measures 1.5 meters in length. Once the undigested food enters the large intestine, it absorbs water and some salts from it and passes the remaining waste into the rectum. Here it remains as semi-solid fecus. The fecal matter is removed through the anus. This is called egestion.